Okay, we're live. Hey, everybody. Nicole here with Repairs First Association. And I have 71 pounds here with me. And I am so excited about this session that we're going to have. So we're just here for a few minutes to tell you how to actually join the session. But we're going to spend an hour with Stephanie talking about how you can get money back from FedEx and UPS. And she's going to give the rundown because she's going to do a better job at that than I am. But this topic was a big hit the last time we brought it up because not many people knew that this was like a rule thing. They just didn't know. And so I'm excited to get the session started. But you can join it simply by filling out the form here. I will also put it in the comments below. I also have already shared their website in the comments below. So if you're whatever platform you're watching this on, just go ahead and you can click the website if you just want more info. And of course, RFA members get a special deal with them. So if you are a member, jump on the session or just go to the portal, the rfamembers.com portal, and fill out the form under 71 pound and they'll reach out to you directly. So Stephanie, why don't you tell us a little about who you are and 71 pound?
So first of all, thank you so much, Nicole, for having us. We're excited to be a partner with RFA. And we definitely think there's opportunity for your members to save money with FedEx and UPS. I'm the director of sales. I've been here for 4 years. And what we do, we are a shipping savings company. So what that means is any of your members that ship small parcel with FedEx and UPS, there's always an opportunity to help them save money. We've been around now for 13 years. The founder and owner of our company was a former executive with FedEx. And I think he realized that so many companies were unaware of the policies that FedEx and UPS offer, specifically one called the money back guarantee, which is a policy that states that if a shipment is late by even 60 seconds, then you're due a full refund. So
that's what got me. That's where I didn't know that. And I was wondering how many other people did not know that. Like, that you actually can get your money back. You know what I mean?
So the interesting part of it is you're entitled to it, but you have to go out and get it. So that's sort of where we come into play. And most companies that we've spoken to have said they are very shocked by this policy, that they were unaware. But more importantly, they say, hey, we don't have the bandwidth or the resources to go after this. And what we've done is automate the process. We actually sit in the background of the FedEx and UPS account where we are able to monitor with the UPS login.
You must take a bunch of money, though. I'm sure somebody's saying, but this is going to cost me an arm and a leg. What is it? How do you guys do that? Because that's another interesting thing. They don't have to like pay upfront, or do they just pay when they get the
Zero fees upfront. We are 100% contingency based. So we do this saying, hey, look, we'll monitor and only get paid a percentage if there is money that's returned to their account. So specifically for RFA members, there's a rate of 30% that we invoice at the end of the month. The standard is 45%. So that's a huge difference for your members. Huge.
Wow, that is awesome. Yeah. So if you guys heard that, you can reach out to them, talk to someone, find out if you are someone who actually, I'm sure, can meet the rules of the FedEx and UPS, and then you guys move forward with them. But you're not paying anything up front.
Nothing.
And then if you're an RFA member, you're saving like 10% on the
15%,
fees.
Yeah.
15%. So that's huge. Yeah. So sign up for RFA. And again, just a reminder, if you're watching this right now, this session is open for anyone. We do a lot of sessions that are open for just RFA members. This is open for anyone. So feel free to fill out this form and jump on the session with us and spend 30 minutes talking directly with Stephanie, asking all the questions that you want to ask and connecting with her. Okay. They do have a website if you want to go directly to it. Take a screenshot, of this if you're busy right now. Or you can check the comments. It's down in the comments to follow up. If you're an RFA member, though, to get the discount, you have to fill out the form on rfamembers.com, which is your membership portal, right? Which is a very important portal. It's where all the discounts sit. And it's just a simple form you fill out, and then they're going to reach out to you. You don't even have to worry about reaching out to them. So Give us some do you have any examples of like how much someone has gotten back, like
Well,
as
it
cell
depends on.
phone shops or cell phone people or
So, like you said, we're contingency based. To reiterate, there are no sign up fees, no monthly fees, no annual fees. It's strictly a percentage of what we return to their original form of payment. So, the way we do it, Nicole, just because people are like, oh no, what does this mean? How do I get them into my account? The only thing we need is the user login and password to the FedEx and UPS account. And then that allows us to sit in the background in real time. So when the carrier notates the date and timestamp of when the shipment is delivered, that automatically runs through our software. And if there's an eligible refund for being late, we file for that refund on their behalf. And then, like I said, 100% of the money goes back. To give you an idea as to how much money is left on the table, every year over 2 billion with a B, $2 billion a year is left unclaimed because FedEx and UPS have this policy, but there are so many companies that are unaware that it exists and others that say, hey, we just don't have the time or the bandwidth to go after
and
it.
that policy is for anybody that's just started watching now. What is it again? What is the rules around that?
So it's 60 seconds. So from when the shipment starts, and if they're late by 60 seconds, then you're due a full refund. Now, prior to COVID, all service types were in play. Then during COVID, all service types were turned off. And now in a post-COVID environment, there are 3 specific service types that are in play for this money back guarantee. It's overnight shipments, second day air, and international. Now, we still run every shipment through our software. Sometimes the carriers are still refunding ground shipments. There's really no rhyme or reason, but there's no risk, even if they're shipping 100% ground, to have a company like us sitting in the background monitoring and going after refunds because if there's no money that we're paid up front.
They're not paying you to do it. There's no risk. They're just going to receive a refund randomly, right? And they don't have to keep up with it. So, and this is on packages that they order from someone and someone ships to them, or that they ship out?
Anything that's billed to their account. So anything that's billed to whoever pays the bill is the one who's entitled to the refunds. So small parcel is defined by anything that weighs 150 pounds or less. And that's specifically our niche market is FedEx, UPS, small parcel.
Okay, so let me say, for example, a shop owner does micro soldering for other shops, and the shop owner ships something back to the other shop, and it gets, I don't know, 1 hour after when it's supposed to be delivered, right? The person who receives it doesn't have a problem, but the shop who sent it can still get it even though there was no complaint.
Correct. So it's
Wow.
straight revenue towards the bottom line. More
Wow, I
often
love
than not,
that.
companies, we've been around now for 13 years, and
Mhm.
most of the companies that I speak to say, hey, we're happy if it just gets there the same day. 60 seconds is what we're entitled to. So you don't have to refund the person who paid for the shipping. If you charge them for shipping and it was billed to your
That's
account.
the question. Yeah. Like
No, you
it's not like you have to go to them and be like, well, we received a little refund because it was a minute late. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
absolutely not. Does not
60
make
seconds is 1 minute. I'm like, am I living in reality? 60 seconds like is a minute,
their
right? So it's
policy.
a minute.
We're just trying to hold them to it. That's our goal, is to really keep them honest and hold them to it. At the same time, once we have the credentials, we run a complimentary shipping assessment. And this is huge for I would imagine, for your members. We're going to go back to them and share, hey, we ran a 12-month shipping assessment, pulling back all of your shipments, and we see this additional way to help you save money on your shipping. We have a small mid-sized business program where we can offer them discounted labels, a built to third-party option. And for companies that are spending over $200,000, we help them with contract negotiations where we coach from behind the scenes with the data so that they can capture the best rates that they're entitled to. All of which is contingency based. So nothing, we're in it together. We're partners in this. We don't charge upfront.
You rarely see that with any company.
I agree.
Contingency based, proof in the pudding. Make me see it before you charge me for it. You don't see that really anywhere, you know.
I agree.
We can't eat the McDonald's and then try to get, pay them for it. You know what I mean?
I wish
So
I
that
thought of it. It wasn't my brainchild. It was Jose's brainchild. So
I love that because someone can really step in and not be afraid that something's going to come. Well, of course, you want me to pay this amount of money every month so then you can figure out if you can save me money. No, we're in it with you. We are working for you because when it works for you, it's working for us. And that is truly that's really amazing. I love that.
I'll give you another figure to wrap your head
Mhm.
around. At
Okay.
this point, we monitor for over 5,000 companies and we return hundreds of thousands of dollars on a monthly basis. So we're doing everything we can to take a bite out of that 2 billion that's left unclaimed.
Wow. That is awesome. I put your website below again. Again, if you guys want to jump in on this session, me and Stephanie are going to be on a 30-minute to an hour session. You can ask any questions you want, connect with her directly right there, get it going. Sign up. This is open for anyone, even if you're not an RFA member. If you're an RFA member, you're going to save 15% on the fee that they take off when you do get a refund. Because, right, they're not getting paid until you actually get a refund. They're going to take a
We
percentage off.
actually invoice them because they get 100% of the money back from the carrier. So we don't have
Oh,
access to that money. It goes directly back to their original form of payment. So then at the end of the month, we send a detailed report that says, here are the X number of refunds. Here's the tracking number, the dollar amount, and then we invoice for your members 30%.
wow. You're even at bigger risk than the person coming to you.
Right.
Right. You're
They're
really
seeing all of the money before we even invoice.
right. Yeah. So that's interesting. Wow. You guys have really made a program that really does suit your client. I mean, you can't get any better or transparent than
No
that.
risk.
You
Yep.
can't.
Yep.
That is awesome. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump from here. Listen, you guys, if you want to join the session and you want to talk about how in the world can you, because you said you do a 12-month assessment. Is there a back time where they can go back? Or no, like if
With
they've
late
had
deliveries,
shipping.
from the date they sign up, the carrier allows you to go back 2 weeks. So let's say one of your
Okay.
members signs up today. We can go back 2 weeks and say, were there any shipments that were eligible for that late delivery refund in the last 2 weeks? I
Wow.
can't
So
tell you
this
how many companies say to me, can you check for the last 5 years? We cannot do that.
that would be a nice little check.
But
Oh
no,
my goodness.
the
They
carrier
probably
does
have
it.
that there for a reason.
Yeah,
It's
2
like the
weeks is
return
the max
policy,
and you can go retro.
Right. So if you guys want to jump on, it's very easy. Just join, just type in this link. It's also in the chat and just jump on with us and you can ask all the questions you want. Get set up, set an appointment with her, whatever you want to do. We're about to jump over there now. So, all right, I'll see you in a minute. I'm going to end this stream right now. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not an RFA member, this is just another reason that you should be an RFA member. And you can message me and I would talk to you all about the RFA. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Take care.